Greetings ladies and gentlemen and welcome to the video. I'm Solandy of CrossFactorComs and I just want to make a quick little video on my thoughts on the recent Nintendo NX rumors. Now let's just get straight into it. So recently EuroGamer has released an article stating the Nintendo NX will be an NVIDIA Tegra X1 based handheld gaming console that features detachable controllers, game cartridges similar to that of the Nintendo DS and 3DS, and finally a dock unit that allows the handheld to be displayed to the TV, and potentially, this isn't 100% confirmed yet, this is just speculation on most people's part, that dock will allow for you to connect to the TV, and it'll also power up the console when it's docked. So think of like a laptop dock. They're not too common nowadays, I believe, but you can basically just place your laptop on a dock, and it can essentially give it a power boost. So something similar to that for the NX. Now, with all that said, I'm a bit on both sides, both the negative and positive side of this rumor, because on one hand, a Nintendo handheld that has TV out, essentially you can play the handheld on the go or on the TV at home if you prefer, is kind of a big deal to me, because as someone who loves Nintendo, I kind of find it a bit increasingly difficult to justify owning both a Nintendo console and a handheld, because for the most part, especially with the Wii U and 3DS family, a lot of the games on the systems are relatively similar. Just take a look at their libraries. Like, you got Super Mario 3D World on the Wii U, you got Super Mario 3D Land on the Nintendo 3DS, Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS, Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, Super Smash Bros. For 3DS, and the list goes on. And I just feel, honestly, like at times owning both is kind of redundant nowadays, because you can choose either the console or the handheld, and generally most people are going to be choosing the handheld because it's cheaper, the games are cheaper, and for the most part it's got a bigger library of games, because generally Nintendo consoles don't get as much third-party support as their handhelds do. But so that's why I'm personally excited for this rumor, if it is true, because the thought of having all of Nintendo's manpower behind one machine that can essentially do both console gaming and handheld gaming is just phenomenal. That, to me, that's like the perfect solution for Nintendo's problem. Just have one thing that can play all your Nintendo games, and you can just go from there. Now, while I'm pessimistic on this rumor, is that due to the fact that this is going to be a handheld, and despite the fact that it's running the Tegra X1 chip, which in terms of power is roughly somewhere between the Wii U and Xbox One, you know, just for mobile architecture, I still feel as though third parties won't really have any interest in developing for it, because generally Nintendo's audiences don't really buy as many third-party games as those on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, or PC market. So I feel third parties, at least console third parties, won't really have much reason to develop for it. I believe maybe Japanese third parties, like for example, we already got Sonic Product 2017 coming to NX, and while we didn't have Sonic Mania, he wasn't listed for the NX. A lot of people are speculating that perhaps we'll get a later announcement stating that it's coming to NX, but that's besides the point. The point is that I feel as though many Western AAA developers won't really feel the need to develop for it, because it'll just be extra work for potentially little gain. However, I believe the third parties will generally eat this stuff up, because now you've basically got both the console market and the handheld market to sell your game to, all in one little device. But anyway, that really wraps up my thoughts of what I believe the NX is going to be and how I feel about it. I'm leaning a bit more towards the positive side, because if Nintendo pulls this off right, I think this can be a huge boon for them. But if they pull it off wrong, then it could go incredibly wrong. So anyway, I'd love to hear what you guys think of the NX. Do you think it's going to be the Nintendo handheld like EuroGamer's proclaiming? Do you think Nintendo has something else in store? Do you like this idea that Nintendo's going for? Do you dislike it? Let me know what you think. But anyway, guys, that's the end of this video, so I want to thank you guys for watching. You guys have a fantastic day, and take care.